Are you looking for a commerce platform that truly feels like it was built for developers? Hey, I'm David, CEO and co-founder of Vendure. And in this quick video, I will show you how to get started with Vendure, the most flexible commerce engine to power your highly customized and mission-critical commerce projects. Let's go. So we're starting by copying our create command here from our docs. Let's jump over to our terminal and quickly paste it in here. And now the magic takes place. We just use the quick start guide for now. And yeah, let's just wait a few seconds. Amazing. So the project setup is done. So let's quickly go into the project and open it up in our IDE. Amazing. That works too. So for now, let's just test if everything is running first. So we started with npm run dev, and it starts our worker and our server instance, and we can see that it should have been started. Let's just copy the URL from our API Explorer, put it in here, and yeah, it's up and running. Amazing. So let's jump back, stop that quickly, and let's start customizing things, right? So we can see here's our Vendure config, which is like the backbone of the configuration. And yeah, Vendure is code first. That means everything you configure is fully typed because of TypeScript. And we can already see here the custom fields. So in that case now, I might want to add a barcode field to my product variants. Let's call it barcode. And let's give it a type of string. And let's say it's not required, right? Oh no, spelling mistake up here. Let's fix it. Amazing. So that's the benefit of having types, right? Great. So now we added a custom field. That's basically it. So for the types, we of course have some more available. Let's just use the string for now. But that's just a custom field, right? That's just adding something to an existing entity. But what if we want to go one step further, which is basically adding our custom entities and adding custom API operations and stuff like that. And yeah, let's do that now. So we do that by using our Vendure CLI, because no one wants to write boilerplate code themselves, right? So let's do npx vendure add. And first thing we do is adding a new plugin, and we called it my demo, and we just confirm that. And no, we're not done yet, because we actually want to add a new custom entity. We want to add a service to create and update and delete the entity. And we want to expose these capabilities via our admin API. So let's do that right now. We create a new custom entity. It's called supplier, right? We don't need custom fields there, but we definitely want to translate maybe something on there, like putting localized description or something in there. So we choose that. We create it. And the next thing we choose is add a new service. And we select, we want to do CRUD. And now our CLI scans your Vendure config and sees there's the supplier entity in there. We create a supplier service, and that's done. So the last thing we need to do is we need to add a GraphQL API extension, right? So again, the CLI is smart enough to scan our code base and see that there's a supplier service that implements the CRUD interface. And we use that to generate a resolver, generate the API extension for the GraphQL API, for the GraphQL schema. And yeah, I think we're done now. Let's quickly jump back to our IDE and look at the files that have been created. So we can see we have the plugin up here, but we can also see our plugin has already been added to the Vendure config. So it's enabled basically. What we also can see, let's take a look in the plugin file. We can see that there are the entities, supply and supplier translation, and we also have the API extensions. So our service for the supplier was already added, like full CRUD logic. We have the entities. We're using type program, so you can customize it to your needs. And we also have the resolver for our GraphQL API and the API extensions, right? You can see GraphQL. So let's jump back to the terminal to actually test it and see it in our API Explorer. But the first thing we need to do is we need to migrate our database because we customized existing entities and we added in something new. That means we changed the schema and we need to put these changes into the database. So let's do that first. We call npx Vendure, so Vendure CLI again, and we call migrate. We select generate new migration. We say add supplier and barcode. Amazing. We confirm that and it's done. So when we're starting up our dev environment now, we'll see here it is, successfully ran migration. So our database is up to date again. So let's jump back to our browser. Let's refresh real quick. And we should see now that the barcode has been added as a custom field. Custom fields, amazing. It is there. But we should also see all of our supplier stuff, right? And here we can see it, all the types that have been added and the queries and the mutations. So let's take a closer look at the suppliers query, the list query. We can also see it comes out of the box with pagination, with sorting, and with filtering. So basically everything you need to manage custom data now is already done. You can just easily set up the UI extensions as a next step. And this developer first principle thinking is baked into Vendure across all features, across the whole code base, across all the tooling. So this is just fun to work with, right? So that's it for this video. Don't forget to join our Discord community and start building your first Vendure project. See you.